If you are looking for a truck with massive towing capacity with the diesel engine option, comfortable seating and a quiet interior on the road, and an easy to use and feature-packed infotainment system along with numerous available safety and technology features, the 2022 Ram 3500 Dually may very well be the right truck for you. Now you might be wondering, why am I at Jimmy Granger Ford today showing you this 2022 Ram 3500? It is basically a brand new truck. It wasn't traded in by a customer, it was a dealer trade. So you basically, if you came here and bought this truck, you'd be buying a new truck. And of the multiple trim levels available, this is the entry trim level. It's the Tradesman. Still more than capable. Maybe you don't want all the features and functionality, and basically you don't want a luxury dually, which is pretty much what the highest trim level would be. But you're still going to have a very strong look. After all, we're trying to decide, is this the ultimate muscle truck? Not muscle in high performance, although this truck will get you down the road in fine fashion when it's not towing or hauling, but in fact, it hauls in more than one way, that's for sure. But you've got all the chrome here, a nice, large, aggressive looking front end. It just fits the truck. If you like chrome, this is the place to be, because you not only have it here on the front end, but with the wheels. If you like wheels that are chrome instead of black, well, this is the truck for you. And I mentioned that if you get the diesel option, there are some serious numbers with horsepower, torque, towing, and hauling. Let's talk about what those are.
Of the three engine options available, this truck features the Cummins 6.7-liter i6, producing 370 horsepower and 850 pounds-feet of torque. It's paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and this combination can tow up to 22,670 pounds.
And if you're wondering about tire and wheel size, 235/80 on the tires, both front and rear, so all 6 tires are the same size, surrounding a 17-inch wheel. And I know a lot of you like to know what the remote looks like, so there you go. You'll notice it does not have remote start, but I think that's okay for a lot of people. Turn signal indicators are built in to these trailering mirrors. Now, they're not in trailering position right now, but you can fold them up like that. The only mirrors in the industry that you can fold by hand, and they're a little hard to get down. But that's good because you don't want them to be easy to move. All right, guys, let's talk about what you're gonna find here with the bed. But first of all, I wanna show you one of the reasons this truck can tow and haul so much. Check out those beefy leaf springs. Those things are massive. So we're gonna open the tailgate here. Not a very heavy tailgate. Obviously, you can go with a dampened tailgate. You can have the 5th wheel receiver ready to go in, everything pre-drilled if you want. Don't have that here, but you do have the bed liner. And let's talk about those numbers because they are impressive for towing and hauling. When properly equipped, this truck can tow 37,090 pounds, and payload comes in depending between 3,745 pounds up to 4,644 pounds. You're going to have several tie-down points located throughout the bed. Interior lighting, those LED lights to help when you're working at night. All of that's here, but we're just getting started. Let's talk about what you'll find in the interior as you bring your passengers in and what you also find as the driver. Now, in the event that you're looking and saying, wow, there's no leg space back there, this passenger side seat is leaned way back, reclined way back. So just so you know, that's the situation. Now, there is a lot of space back here. You can fold the seat cushions up and out of the way, cup holders, rear air conditioning vents on the rear of the console. There's plenty of space back here. And the passengers back here are going to be nice and comfortable. Obviously, you've got seating for 3 back here. But here is something that you don't normally hear about any truck in this day and age. You also, when you fold this center console up, have seating for 3 in the front seat. Not something you see very often in any truck in this day and age. And something that I found very interesting, I haven't seen this since I can remember. Just an old-fashioned lap belt. I guess if you sit there, that's all you get. Probably not meant to ride there for very long, maybe around on the farm or something like that. I don't know, because there's a pass-through ultimately right here, a little bit of storage in front of the center seat, but there's just not much leg space right there. In fact, why don't I demonstrate that? Let's just see how that works. It's hard just to get over here. Yeah, I don't think I could handle this for very long. That would not be comfortable, but it is there. Maybe one of the kids can ride there. It is what it is. Now, this is the Tradesman trim level, so you're not going to find necessarily the highest end of everything, but it doesn't matter because what is here is still great. Nice instrument cluster. It has the digital speedometer and the analog speedometer and tachometer there. Everything you need to know, fuel gauge, all that good stuff. Steering wheel mounted controls, and something that's interesting here, if you don't like the push button style shifters or the center console style shifter, good news, you have the tried and true and seemingly more popular steering column mounted shifter right there. A little bit of storage space with another 12-volt power outlet above the infotainment screen. And while this is not the largest infotainment screen available from Ram, it's still very clear. The backup camera, super clear. I really like that. All the features and functionality that you need are there, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, controls for your air conditioning, for all of the controls for the truck here, for trailering, all that good stuff. You've got several USB options right here. And like I said, that nice pass-through right there. And while you can move the center console out of the way, it makes for a great armrest when it's down. And you got some cup holders there. And also, it's not as deep as some of its competitors, but it makes up for that depth with length and width. Another 12-volt power outlet option is there as well. You also have storage above the glove box, and obviously within the glove box, the seats are comfortable. They are manually adjustable, but they are adjustable. That's the good news. So we talked about earlier how quiet this truck is out on the road in the interior. Well, why don't we get out on the road and find out exactly how quiet that is for ourselves. All right, we're gonna get out on the road for our test drive, and I apologize if that's not the best camera angle, but being the Tradesman, well, we don't have a sunroof, so kind of a little bit of just a limited situation basically, but I'm gonna tell you what, I can sure tell this truck will get up and go with absolutely no problem. Now, the ride is obviously going to be somewhat stiff. I probably don't have to tell those of you who own dualies about that sort of thing, but that's what you get with the towing and the hauling capabilities of this truck. But listen, for what this truck is and its overall size, it is really quiet in this interior. And keep in mind, radio is not on, I don't have anyone to talk to, and I also have the fan speed on low for the air conditioner. I can't just turn it off because it's just too warm today, even in October here in Northwest Louisiana, but it is what it is. But a very enjoyable truck to drive, a very pleasant driving experience. It would be nice to have a trailer on the hitch back there hooked up just to see what happens, to see how that goes, but I know that these trucks haul anything with no problem. I did do one of these a few years ago, basically the same truck. It was just back in 2019, and we actually pulled a trailer with I believe it was a tractor on it, large commercial style tractor, and getting onto the interstate where we were in that area, from the entrance ramp, from the bottom of the entrance ramp to the top of the entrance ramp, we were doing 70 miles an hour with that gooseneck trailer back there and the tractor that was on it. It was absolutely amazing what the truck could do. So this one will likely be the same way. Need to slow down a little bit because this thing gets up and goes. And a large vehicle, you know, it kind of is a little bit, a large vehicle like this is a little bit deceptive because of its size. You just don't think you're going as fast as you ultimately are. But I'll tell you what, it's a nice truck. Gonna get the job done in so many ways. If you want to step up to a higher trim level, obviously you can, but this is what we had available from Jimmy Granger Ford today, so this is what we pulled and really took a good look at it as being the ultimate muscle truck. All right, tell me what you think. Is this the ultimate muscle truck as far as just ultimate muscle power for pulling and towing and hauling and all that kind of stuff? It even gets down the road really well when it's completely empty. No trailer, no cargo. It has a lot of horsepower and a lot of torque, so it's going to get down the road, might even surprise a few people. Gotta say a special thanks to my friends here at Jimmy Granger Ford for loaning me this Ram 3500 for the day, and all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video and you want to know more about other vehicles, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.